Some woman on TikTok said, "People who treat their animals like children or as a human are emotionally and mentally unstable." Who's gonna tell her? Fine, I'll do it. Humans are animals too, you four-eyed slug. But by all means, Elite Karen, you clearly think humans are more important than other animals anyway. Care to explain why?
Because.
Because what?
Because.
That's right, lady who looks like she murdered her own husband and hid his remains under her house. You don't have a legitimate answer. In other words, people are more important than animals because you said so. Oh, wow, you sure showed me crow's feet. Let me tell you something, Miss Unfuckable. Animals, much like people, have feelings. They feel love, anger, and even sadness. They have wants and needs just like us. For those reasons, animals have just as much worth as people. Good people, anyway. Not you, though, since you's a bitch. I've been treated better by cats and dogs than by a lot of people. And I'll tell you something else. When it comes to a lot of animals, dogs and cats especially, if it seems like your pets love you, it's because they fucking do. And they will continue loving their owners unconditionally so long as their owners treat them with respect. Even if your default face resembles one of those creepy horse masks that college kids wear in order to scare their friends awake, your pets will still love you anyway. That's because unlike people, they aren't shallow and pretend to like you, only then to talk mad shit behind your back like a bunch of high school girls. And even if an animal doesn't like you, at least they don't hide it. For example, if I were in some forest and came face to face with a cougar, no, not that kind of cougar, smartasses, a real cougar. That cougar would make it very, very clear he or she wants a piece of my Appalicious booty. Getting mad at people for treating animals right? Now that sounds like someone who is emotionally and mentally unstable. Get a fucking life, you black-hearted, saggy-titted crone. For obvious reasons, I had to censor the screenshot I'm about to show you, so the chances of TikTok taking it down are hopefully zero now. Just like my chances of finding a dragon and riding it into battle are. In the original footage, this woman, yes, this woman right here, is dancing and singing, quite terribly might I add, in her underwear, which reveals the outline of her nether lips. Yeah, that's right. This woman proudly filmed herself playing Pika-Cooch, then uploaded said footage to TikTok for a fuckload of people to see. I'm pretty sure the original video got taken down. Can't imagine why. Clearly, she saw the video before uploading it, but was still completely fine with mouth number 2 doing most of the talking anyway. Lady, I don't know if you noticed or not, but, this ain't OnlyFans. I am deeply disturbed. By not only having to witness this, but seeing how comfortable she was showing off her dick pouch on TikTok like it was nothing. I've officially lost my faith in humanity. Haha, psych. It's been gone for years now. Okay, so some guy designed this godforsaken contraption to help people with constipation. Oh, hells nah. Even if I was the most constipated a person could possibly be, you still couldn't pay me enough to sit on that satanic spider. That legitimately looks like a medieval torture device for your backdoor vagina. Do you have any idea how much damage it would cause to your anal cavity upon entry? That was a rhetorical question, by the way. The answer is a lot. And during the video, he had the nerve to say the design is very human. No. No, it fucking isn't. You sick, more twisted than a tornado bastard. Oh boy. You guys are gonna get a kick out of this one. I was scrolling through TikTok, right, when I came across a video starting with this sentence. Let's eat fish testicles with semen. Why, in the authentic fuck, would someone actually eat something like that? Semen should never be ingested outside of the bedroom. At this point, people are just looking for anything to eat because they're tired of eating the same shit over and over again, which in itself is fine. What's not fine, though, is eating severed fish testes filled to the motherfucking brim with penile goo. And you guys thought Genghis Khan was bad. This chick committed genocide with a single bite. Alright, so it's been a moment since I made a video last. You'll have to forgive me. I came down with the Transformers thing, and I'm still recovering from it. Speaking of machines, here's a screenshot from a video that will keep you up for 12 consecutive years. Transformers cough. In the video, this iRobot looking motherfucker was doing things a robot has no business doing, like living, talking, and giving you nightmares so bad, you start looking at every piece of machinery with a suspicious glare. There are a shit ton of movies that explain why giving robots free will is a terrible idea. Terminator 1 and 2 for starters. The other Terminator movies don't count though, because they suck more than a black hole. If you're going to make robots, at least make them look cute, like Clank or Wall-E. Instead, they decided to make this thing look like a skinless animatronic. As punishment for traumatizing millions, the creator or creators of this mechanical monstrosity should be pimp-slapped by yours truly while I'm wearing spiked brass knuckles. The final thing I wanted to point out is, you can actually buy this Mankind Ender for a small fee of $133,000. I would pay that much not to buy it. Seriously, kill it! Do it! Do it now! Me and my brother are going bald. Yes, I am fully aware of the irony behind that statement. But I'm talking about my actual hairline. Or rather, the one that's fading faster than I will from my baby mama's life after I find out she's pregnant. Here's the key difference between my brother and I though. While we are both losing our hair, at least he can grow a thick red beard to compensate for his impending baldness. I, on the other hand, can only grow patchy hair on my chinny chin chin. Okay, that's not the only place it grows. I also have a bit of a stash and a soul patch. Ill rapping skills, son. Still though, pathetic. My brother will look like a badass Scottish lumberjack. I, on the other hand, will have no choice but to shave if I don't want to look like a pale rodent. In other words, I'll have that forever fetus look. If genetics was a person, I'd kick him or her right in the PP or VV for making me grow hair everywhere else, except in the places that count.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
Unavailable for comment, she says. As if he'll stop being fucking dead later on and tell her all about it when he sees her again. Lady, let me explain to you how death works. Unlike video games, you got one life. Once that life is over and someone is unable to revive you, you are deader than MySpace. Dead, as in, you ain't coming back, Jack. The only thing you can do when you're dead is a whole lot of this. Or even this. Know what I mean, uneducated grain bane? I actually kind of feel sorry for this woman because she is dumber than a bag of stupids, and she doesn't even realize it. If my memory serves me correctly, today's story takes place when I was in grade 10. I was late to what class, I have no idea. As to why I was late, it was most likely because during my teenage years, I was severely depressed, largely due to my school experience sucking and swallowing big time, which encouraged me to skip classes or at the very least, arrive late to classes as much as possible. As I entered the classroom, a girl my age who I had a massive crush on, that I will call Rachel, looks at me and says in the most bitchy tone possible, "Look who decided to show up." Instead of saying nothing, like my quiet-as church mouse have an ass usually did, what I should have done is march right up to her and say, "Forgive me for being late, your majesty. I just got back from the bathroom after filling up your sister like an eclair."
What?
She did in fact have a sister who went to the same school as Rachel and I did. In my defense, I tried to leave earlier, but she kept wanting more of that 5-pounder McDick sandwich with extra mayonnaise. How could I say no? You're lying. I guess we'll find out in 9 months, won't we? Seriously, Braceface, what is your problem with me? Are you jealous because I can eat gummies while you can't? Will me being late to class affect your final grade? Or is your body hooked up to a device that will put you into cardiac arrest if I don't show up on time? I didn't think so, barbed wire mouth. You don't have a finger-licking clue as to why I was late. And quite frankly, it's none of your fucking business. Yet here you are, judging the ever-loving diddly out of me anyway, like a typical bully. And to think, I used to actually have a giant crush on you. But that was before I realized you were an ultra bitch. I should carry a giant-ass magnet with me at all times. Then, you'll think twice before opening that train track you call a mouth again. Come to think of it, that would explain why there's so much noise coming out of you. Chicka chicka choo choo on that, bitch.